going on, people? Welcome back to Nick J. Francis channel. Once again here, quick recap for the Europa League game. Arsenal just beat Bodø Glimt 3-0. As you would expect, I told you, man, already that Emirates is becoming a fortress. And this game was it was pretty much perfect for us. Like, we needed a good amount of preparation because we've got Liverpool on Sunday. We'll come to that in a moment. And what we want in these early Europa League games are teams that are going to challenge us, but obviously not beat us. We want to be getting out of first gear. We don't want to be beating them too easy. We want to be getting into second or third gear, pushing us. And what I like about these guys is they were very physical. They were fairly tactical, and they didn't have a lot of the ball, but when they did, they came at us. They tried to play out. They tried to be aggressive. And that's what we need, especially when we're playing fringe players like Marquinhos. They need to be getting used to the physical side of the game. Fabio Vieira as well. And it was good to see these guys really getting up to speed with our type of football. You know, it's not Premier League level, but it certainly was close to Premier League physicality. Bodø Glimt are a very, very physical team, and they pushed us every step of the way in this game. We won 3-0, goals from Eddie Nketiah, Rob Holding, and in the end, Fabio Vieira as well. And for me, Fabio Vieira was man of the match. He's been great when we've seen him in little spells here and there, but for him to go out there and really take the game by the scruff of the neck, Ødegaard has been playing some really, really good football. He's slotted in really well. So to see Fabio Vieira be a bit of an understudy to him, he can do a box-to-box job. He can do a number 10 job. He's very, very versatile. He's very much an Arteta type of player. And watching him be an understudy for that number 10 position just gives us so much, what's the word I'm looking for? We can relax. So it makes us feel confident that we have a bit of squad depth. You know, we've got someone now. We've got Lokonga that we know can step in if Partey's ever injured. We've got El Neni there we know can do a job. But then we've got this guy, Fabio Vieira, that can step in for a Granit Xhaka, who's becoming a key player for us at the moment, or an Ødegaard, who's also a very rare sort of talent. And Fabio Vieira can step in either one of those positions. Today he steps into the number 10, which is where he's been playing most recently. Gets himself a goal, got himself amongst the through balls and passes, really stringing great passes together and being that link-up man that we know Ødegaard normally is, and it's big shoes to fill. But he's been doing it so well when he comes in, takes his chances, has, you know, a shot on goal, not afraid to shoot. And so, yeah, you know, the scoreline 3-0 is probably fair on the balance of play, but it was a hard-fought 3-0. It wasn't an easy 3-0. And like I say, we've got Liverpool coming up on the weekend, so that's what we want. We want challenging games. And that's what we've got. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, looking at United's results and other teams around us results, it's not everyone could go and win 3-0 in the Europa League. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not for everyone. You know, Fabio Vieira's Portuguese. Not every Portuguese player can go and score in the Europa League. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, certain man like Ronaldo was struggling to score goals, and it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? That man nearly got sourced. But, you know, this is great preparation for us going into the Liverpool game. You know, Liverpool have not been playing their best football. They did win 2-0 in the Champions League, but they were both set pieces. Whereas we've been playing some really, really good football. And this is the kind of preparation that we need. We've got Nketiah firing, just taking his chances. I think his goal come off the post. A shot from somebody else came off the post, and he just snatched it and took it kind of instinctively. And I think with him, when I look at him in training, he's clearly got so much ability. He's a very, very good player. He pushes and runs constantly. He's got a real engine on him, but he needs that little bit of composure. I think the issue with him, I don't actually believe is a technical one. I think there's more of a mental issue there. He needs composure in the final third. And when he doesn't think about things, when he's just going 100 miles an hour, the goals come for him and it's all really good. But when the game slows down and he actually has the opportunity to kind of think about what he's going to do, he overthinks it. So I think it's a mental side of things for him. Marquinhos, we saw start, unbelievable stuff. Like, not unbelievable, but really, really good player. Like, he just fights for everything. Very, very combative. He's like a more technical version of Nketiah. They complement each other really well. Early on in the game, we had an opportunity because Nketiah pushes the goalkeeper, forces the goalkeeper into a pass to the left back, and then Marquinhos presses the left back, and they really struggle to get out of there. Vieira then presses again, third man press. He's not quite as aggressive, but Nketiah and Marquinhos are very similar in terms of just constantly running down. And then I really wanted to see Reiss Nelson get on the pitch. He got on for the last 10 minutes or so, and he looked pretty good, looked pretty sharp, and he's somebody that I want to see him have a future at the club. I want to see him get more and more minutes. I don't want us to start getting into knockout stages and top 2, top 3 battles and Arteta not trusting him. So we need to see him get some minutes in these early games so that he can show Arteta what he can do and establish that trust. And he did look sharp when he came on. Look sharp, look physical, cutting his man inside and out. Maybe even overcompensating a bit and trying to show a bit too much, to justify getting more minutes, which is, again, not what we want to see. But I'm a big fan of Reiss Nelson. I know he's getting older, but he's been in the setup for Arsenal for a long time. I want to see this guy getting more minutes. And in terms of the back foot, it was great. We saw Tomiyasu playing right back. We saw him playing left back. This guy can just do everything. When he's fully fit, he's so good. And we're using the squad really, really smartly at the moment. Gabby Jesus comes on, Saka comes on, but they're all coming on for 15, 20 minutes here and there just to keep them sharp, keep them ready to go for Liverpool on Sunday, because although Liverpool have been off form, they are still Liverpool. They still have Mo Salah, they still have, Thiago, they still got a great team. I don't know who's fit and who's not, but they still have such a good team on paper that at any minute it can click. And, Jurgen Klopp's going to be sitting with them right now saying, listen, we don't lose to Arsenal. We've had, City and Liverpool over this last few years have just absolutely dominated us. We've really struggled in the league anyway. We've been able to overcome them in cup games, but in the league, it's always a nightmare. You always have such anxiety going to play these guys. So this is our best possible moment to take points away from Liverpool. Taking points away from City this season, it looks like a myth. It looks impossible unless someone brings a gun and shoots Haaland. I really don't see it happening. It's going to be tough. So this is going to be our best opportunity to take points off of Liverpool. And this game tonight was the best possible preparation. It was tough and challenging enough to push us, but not so challenging that we're picking up injuries and different things like that. And like I say, for me, Fabio Vieira coming in and getting a man of the match performance, really linking the strings together and, capping the game off with a goal for him. He looked so happy when he got the goal, and just he had a couple of opportunities. He snatched at a shot earlier. I think it come off the bar. Their keeper made a good few saves for the shots that we made. Matt Turner, I'll give a shout out to him because there was a couple of hairy moments where, I've not been convinced with his with his shot stopping ability. I know that he's a good goalkeeper with his feet, but in terms of shot stopping, I haven't been really convinced. Obviously, Aaron Ramsdale's a very good shot stopper, so it's a big drop down in quality, but there were a couple of shots today where one of the shots come through two defenders' legs, and it was a really awkward angle for Matt Turner to see it, but he managed to get down and get a big hand and really shove it away to the side. So really impressive stuff from him as well, and good to see him progressing at the right pace. Do you know what I mean? And, to go and win things in football, sometimes it's about a lot of things clicking into place at the right time, the right development at the right time. There's elements of good football, but there's elements of luck at the same time. And so what we're seeing with the second string team that we play in the Europa League is that we're going to see them grow as the tournament progresses. Do you know what I mean? It looks like we'll come out of this group with some ease, and going into the knockout stages, things will start to get a little bit hairier. We'll see who drops down from the Champions League into the Europa League as well. But if these players can keep progressing the way they have been, hopefully they're at a place where they're ready to take on those bigger challenges. And then we can start interlinking this group, that's the Europa League group, with some of the league games that we're going to need, maybe some of the league games with the lesser teams, and some of our starting players into some of the knockout games. Because for me, the target this season has to be top 4 and win a trophy. Top 4 looks like we're on really good form. We're only about 9 games into the league, but we're on very good form at the moment for a top 4 finish. That looks, in the bag, unless something crazy happens. The World Cup will be really interesting. And then the trophy, there's only a few trophies to go for, but we should be, certainly Europa League, maybe FA Cup. These are the types of trophies that we want to be picking up. We're really light on European silverware in recent years at Arsenal, that it would mean a huge amount to us to be able to go and win this trophy and get a top 4 finish and kind of guarantee ourselves Champions League football twice. And at the moment, the way that we're playing, we look ready. We look ready for Champions League football. We look ready to take on that next step. I think the next thing is squad depth, but we look ready to take that next step up as a team. So it was really impressive what I saw today. Really happy with the performance. And again, goals from different departments of the pitch, which is what we want to see. So today is 3-0, and we have a goal from a striker, a centre mid, and a centre back, which is fantastic. That's exactly what you want. So we're not solely reliant on any one department. The football is very fluid. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. Man of the match performance from Fabio Vieira, which is amazing. I think it's only his 3rd performance and 2nd start or something like that. So to be getting man of the match performances already is amazing. And let's just kick on. We've got to really take it to Liverpool on Sunday. They're going to be a bit of a wounded animal. We're going to have to be a little bit patient, but we should get there. They will step up. We're going to be a big test for them, a top 6 team test for them to really stay in the top 4 they need to be taking points away from teams like us. So they're going to be well up for it. We need to be well up for it as well and back ourselves massively. So that's all I've got time for now. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll be back on Sunday with another video after the Liverpool game.